It was a Thursday night when I first saw you. Those green eyes caught me. Yeah, it was crazy.
Hello friends, and welcome back to another cleaning video. In today's video, it's going to be areas that are usually hit the hardest in my house and that are always messy, which is my living room, my dining room, the kitchen, and a few other areas that I need to tackle and have been wanting to, but just maybe don't have the time. So I hope you're ready for a ton of motivation. Feel free to clean along with me and put me on in the background, or just watch and then clean later. Sometimes to get me motivated, I like to watch some cleaning videos or watch some and then think, you know what, I haven't cleaned that area in my house for a very long time. I kind of forgot that probably should be cleaned. So I hope you enjoy today's video and it gives you a ton of motivation.
Be scared of letting someone get close without the filters, but you see the real me. Since I let you in under my skin, I'm more free than I have ever been. You broke my chains and released me, and days turned into nights on the couch in your apartment. No, I am not the same. Everything has changed every day. 24/7, you call my name, and I will come running, yeah, every day. 24/7, yeah, every day. I will come running, babe. Every day. Yeah, every day.
So the kids got these magnetic blocks for Christmas this year, and they have absolutely loved these. I love that they like playing with them because it really does allow them to be creative, and it helps them with hand-eye coordination, all that fun stuff. They are fairly easy to pick up, and it's nice because you know where they all go in there, and it just is so compact. So we have this in our craft closet. If you haven't seen our craft closet, there's a few videos back where I kind of redid that whole closet. So in there we have all of our craft things. I have a few toys for them to play with to keep downstairs. And then there's puzzles and these blocks and just things that are easy to kind of clean up and don't create a ton of mess. Most of our toys are upstairs in the kids' playroom and their bedrooms, and some of them make their way downstairs. So keeping that separate, I kind of know what belongs upstairs and what belongs downstairs.
I pull into your driveway, it's a Saturday night. You look like $1,000,000 wearing that dress I like. You're smiling, but there's something missing in your eyes. Girl, I can tell that you have something on your mind. But I will make you forget all your sorrows. Let go like there's no tomorrow. Let's have a drink, just relax, all your problems will fade. If you're ready for a good time, count on me. There's a party in the backyard, dance your problems away. I'm all about the good vibes, I know you're all about the good vibes.
So next up to tackle is the kitchen, which is almost always a mess. We did go to Costco, so I do have a part of our haul down there. The rest of it is in their fridge and some in the pantry. But our island here is usually always a mess. The girls love to color, so usually every time it is completely clean, they just like spread out all of their coloring pages and their scissors and glue, which I absolutely love their creativity, but it's just a lot. We have too much stuff. But just getting this cleaned up, and I really need to catch up on dishes. So you'll see later that it took me more than one load in the dishwasher to get caught up, but gotta start somewhere.
We are all about the good vibes. We are all about the good times. Dance until it feels alright. about the good vibes, all about the good vibes. I will make you forget all your sorrows. Let go like there's no tomorrow. Let's have a drink, just relax, all your problems will fade. If you're ready for a good time, count on me. There's a party in the backyard, dance your problems away. I'm all about the good vibes, I know you're all about the good vibes. Let's have a drink, just relax, all your problems will fade. If you're ready for a good time, count on me. There's a party in the backyard, dance your problems away. I'm all about the good vibes, I know you're all about the good vibes. We are all about the good vibes. We are all about the good times. Dance until it feels alright, all night. We're all about the good vibes, all about the good vibes.
Life goes up and it goes down. I know my mom taught me that. I figured why we fool around so little, and we keep track of time, being so serious, idiots, thinking it will matter, keep me company downtown before the clock runs out. Sun is shining, but the rain is welcome too. Friends are nearby, don't need another view. Time is not on my mind, but then it's you. Oh, I love it when the love comes around, and then I remember all things must pass. But I'm not gonna wake up, wake up. I'm not ready, let me have another day. Don't wake up, wake up. Keep it steady, cause I'm happy, I'm not gonna wake up. No, not yet, whoa. No, not yet, whoa. No, not yet, whoa. I'm afraid I'll end up nowhere. They keep saying I'll be fine, but how you know that I'll be there when it feels like I'm lying every time someone asks how it goes, and I save the details that actually mean something. Sun is shining, but the rain is welcome too. Friends are nearby, don't need another view. Time is not on my mind, but then it's you. Oh, I love it when the love comes around, and then I remember all things must pass. But I'm not gonna wake up, wake up. I'm not ready, let me have another day. Don't wake up, wake up. Keep it steady, cause I'm happy, I'm not gonna wake up. No, not yet, whoa. No, not yet, whoa. No, not yet, whoa. But I'm not gonna wake up, wake up. Don't wake up, wake up. Keep it steady, cause I'm happy, I'm not gonna wake up, wake up. I'm not ready, let me have another day. Don't wake up, wake up. Keep it steady, cause I'm happy, I'm not gonna wake up. No, not yet, whoa. No, not yet, whoa. No, not yet, whoa. I'm not gonna wake up. I don't know who you are, I don't know what you've been through, why you got scars. Since you walked through the door, I've been trying to reach you, cause I feel you. What's the story to tell? What's the story behind the mountain you're trying to climb? Think I've heard it before in a movie line. We can write our own ending this time. I wanna say no, but I cannot lie. I'm so curious about your life, but you're strange.
So my dining room is really in need of a deep clean. It's very hard to tell from the video, but There is like dried food on some of the table legs, and just from the kids spilling drinks and splashing, the table really needs scrubbed down, and so do the seats when the kids spill things. When we bought our table and chairs, we didn't have kids yet, so we didn't really think about stains that can happen on top of our light cushions. So I do clean those off very regularly. It's been a long time since I've done that, so it is in need of that. And our windowsills in the windows are very dusty, and also the track for the sliding glass door there needs cleaned out too. The light could use dusting. It's just a lot of things I want to get done here too. I am just so ready for warm weather also, just to open up the windows in this room and air our whole house out. The weather is slowly getting nicer here in Indiana, so I am so ready for spring, and I want to get a whole bunch of spring cleaning done. I do have a ton of different areas on my list to do, but I know I won't get to all of them that I want to actually get to. I want to slowly go through our house and organize each like closet and under the cabinets and all that fun stuff, but it does take time, and I will eventually get to everything in maybe a year or two, who knows. I also tend to stress out about things a lot, so I'll watch on TikTok that people, for instance, like underneath your sink in your kitchen, there are cute little drawers for different cleaning products that you have. And there are just so many things to choose from that I just get so overwhelmed, and I usually just end up putting it off. I have so many screenshots on my phone or little things I've saved, and I just don't even know where to start. And I think that's one of my issues, is I want everything to be perfect and to have everything organized. I know right where everything's at, but usually I am just a hot mess. I never know where things are at. I'm rushing out the door trying to find where things are, and I think that's just life with little kids and life as a busy mom, and that's just completely normal. But it's just overwhelming for me, so I do end up putting things off. I think it's just my indecisiveness, and that's one thing I do need to work on, and I'll get better.
We would find the time, dreaming for eternity, creating perfect memories. Yeah, we hoped we were gonna make it. Little did I know that time would take us to a place where love could grow, but in a different way. So here is what is left over from
the dishwasher, the things that will not fit in there. And I do have a few more things over on the stove that are big that I'll wash later. And while I have everything out of the sink, I'm just going to scrub it down real fast here and get it clean before I put those dirty dishes right back in there until I have room in the dishwasher. Also, I'm using the Pink Stuff cream cleaner to clean out the sink. I've heard so many good reviews about the Pink Stuff cleaners, so I decided to buy a few of them, and this is the first one I've used so far, and I do really like it. It gets the sink really shiny and clean. It is hard to rinse out though. I thought I rinsed it out really good, and then after it dried, I just noticed some white residue, so I just wiped it out with a damp rag and rinsed it again, and it was perfect. So this is what's left over from our Costco trip that I didn't put away yet in the refrigerator. We did get things that needed to be put in the freezer and the refrigerator, and those are already put away. And here's our pantry. It's not super bad, but some of the stuff on the floor here just needs cleaned up. I still have bags in there that are from Valentine's Day for the kids at school, so I need to go through that. And I'm also going to restock that area where all the snacks go. I had went through our pantry not super long ago and kind of organized my shelves so I know what's on each shelf and where things go. I would like to put some containers in here to make it look just a little bit better and not so like much stuff everywhere, but I'm not sure if I do want containers because I feel like if I have too many of those, I won't be able to see what exactly I do have, and I'll probably buy double of something or just misplaced stuff that I didn't know I had.
Would you stay till the morning light? Or would you follow me? Or would you let it be? If I leave tonight, we could do this right. We'll find the remedy. Or would you stay with me now till the morning light? Before you turn away, I just want you to know that I didn't throw your stuff away. Before you make up your mind that I'm nowhere to find, I'm standing right here. I know that I told you we're over. I swear that I'm sober. Just listen, I miss you. And I know that I said all these things, but now when you're with her, I can see that you miss me. Would you stay till the morning light?
So I would say snacks and paper products and things that you can freeze are probably the majority of the things that we do get at Costco. Usually we don't go very often because we don't have a Costco super close to us. So sometimes we only make it there every 2 months or every 3 months. So I do buy a ton of stuff when I go, but the kids go through so many snacks. They take them to school as snacks, or if we pack their lunches, they'll take some things, or when they get home from school, they'll want a snack also. I do try to keep a lot of fruit on hand and some veggies, but they usually don't want that kind of stuff when they get home from school, so I have this kind of stuff in here. Also, when we go to a lot of different sports that the kids are in, they'll have these little snacks to snack on the way there or while they're there. I've gotten all these different containers here, like randomly. Some I've got at like TJ Maxx or Home Goods, Target, Walmart, just kind of a array of different places that I've gotten these. But I have a whole little section in the pantry that is just for snacks, so we always know where those are at.
Would you tonight. We could do this right, we'll find the remedy. Or would you stay with me now till the morning light? Would you stay till the morning light? Or would you follow me? Or would you let it be if I leave tonight? We could do this right, we'll find the remedy. Or would you stay with me now till the morning light? Till the morning light, till the morning light, till the morning light, yeah. Till the morning light, till the morning light, till the morning light, yeah. I know that I told you we're over. I swear that I'm sober. Just listen, I miss you. And I know that I said all these things, but now when you're with her, I can see that you miss me. I'm kinda simple, kinda wishful about things, and you're kinda simple.
Kinsey is helping me put all of the extra items that didn't fit in the snack containers. I'm putting down on the floor in this bin so I can just take from here when it needs more in certain areas. That way I always know where everything's at. I usually keep it on the bottom so it leaves the shelves free to keep the food that we use on a daily basis.
So tired of hearing all your stories about the drunk nights, bragging in the glory. You're such a nice guy when you're not just talking about yourself and the way of how you dwell. I get it. Oh, I'm so tired.
We also have too much candy. I just keep moving things around from different holidays, and we don't necessarily eat a ton of candy, so it just kind of gets pushed back, or it's leftover candy that the kids may not like. So I'm just going over here now and kind of organizing this corner and getting rid of some of the extra stuff that might have been pushed back to the back and I didn't know that we had there. I have a lot of baking sections here too, so there's cake mixes up there because I always make the kids birthday cakes and I use those, or cookies or brownies, that sort of thing. I like to have that on hand. We have a bread section, a pasta section, cracker section, so a few of these areas just need tidied up a little bit. Most of the stuff is not expired because it wasn't super long ago that I went through it, just kind of organizing it so we can see all of the items.
You're such a nice guy when you're not just talking about yourself and the way of how you dwell. I get it. Now I'm so tired of hearing all your stories about your rich friends traveling Mercedes. You're such a nice guy when you're not just talking about yourself and the way of how you dwell. I get it. Don't you get it? Now I'm so tired of hearing all your stories about your rich friends traveling Mercedes. You're such a nice guy when you're not just talking about yourself and the way of how you dwell. I get it. Don't you get it? No.
So this is the next day, or maybe 2 days later, can't remember really, but I'm making supper tonight and it's kind of an easy recipe, so I thought I'd share it with you guys. I don't know about you, but I love when you find a recipe that's very simple and your kids actually like to eat it and it doesn't take long to make, and this is definitely one of those. It's called Cowboy Casserole and it's fairly simple, and the kids like it, so that's a plus. But basically you do a pound of ground beef that I had already browned, and then you add in 1 can of baked beans, like a large can of it. And then also you add a can of corn in there. The kids really like corn, so I added a couple of cans of corn. I wasn't sure if it was going to overflow, so I made sure it didn't before I went super far. But you also do drain these. I drain the baked beans a little bit, so that way it doesn't get super like soupy in the bottom of it. But since the kids really like corn, I try to add as much as I can in there. And then it also takes a half a cup of Sweet Baby Ray's. This was a bottle that I had already opened in the fridge, so I was trying to get the rest of it out. And I am not very good about measuring things, so I kind of guessed on what a half a cup is. You can add more or less to taste, whatever you really like. And then you just mix it up really good, mix all that together. So then you set that mixture aside once you have it mixed up and then flattened a little bit so it's even on top. And then you mix up a box of cornbread. I use Jiffy Mix, which you just follow the directions on the package, which is a 1/3 cup of milk and then 1 egg. And then when you're all done mixing that, you just spread it across the top of the mixture that you made before, and then you stick it in the oven. So this goes in the oven that's set at 400 degrees and you bake it for 20 minutes. And then I'll go ahead and put the whole recipe down in the description box for you guys to see, because if I listen to instructions and not see them, I get very confused. So that'll be down there. So while that's in the oven, I figured I would at least start a load of laundry because it's never ending. And I had a moment to do that. So I'm almost caught up with my laundry. I think this is my last load before all of the kids' baskets are empty. So I can almost see light at the end of the tunnel.
Tried sometimes, but you're making me nervous. Now I've realized that I can't live without you. All my friends reassure that it's obvious, and that maybe I'm wasting my time, but I gotta try. The only reason I keep sneaking out at night to laugh with you in secret under city lights. Surprised you never had the guts to figure out how I feel about you. Wish me the best of luck. I'm gonna win your love. Coming to get you, dying to feel your touch. Wish me the best of luck. Coming to get you. Wish me the best of luck. Trying to steal your hand. Coming to get you. Coming to get you. Coming to get you.
So this is what it should look like when you pull it out of the oven, or maybe just a little bit lighter. I always forget to adjust my time on my oven, so it's a little dark. But then you put cheese on top of it and let that melt just a little bit. And then we just put it on a plate, and then we also had a salad with it. But we use these scoop chips to eat it with, or nacho chips, or just by itself is good too.
Lights. I know you feel it every time I look at you.
So now that supper is done and the kids have done their showers and baths and are in bed, I'm moving over the laundry to the dryer, and I'm pretty sure this load is still in the dryer today as I'm editing this video, and that was a couple days ago. And that's just my reality. Some days we just kind of live out of the clean laundry basket that I usually have in here, and we have a few of them too. And by some days, I mean quite a few days out of the week. Next up is in our mudroom. I have this little command wall where I have all the kids' school papers. When they bring them home, I'll go through them, and anything that's super cute or I think I really want to save, I'll put in these bins here on the wall. And I have a few of these file bins that I got for the kids. I was really bad last year getting some of the papers in here, so I think they still might be in a few drawers in the house that I need to add to here, but it's very hard for me to get rid of things that I feel like super cute. Not that the kids are going to want to ever look back at these. I'm sure the girls might. But I think my mom kept a whole bunch of my papers from school. And I still have those today. But I'm just keeping as much as I can. So if they want to look back at things they did or back at their handwriting or the way they drew things, they can look at those too. And I realized as I was doing this that Levi's bin is almost full. So he's in 4th grade. So I don't know, maybe I'll have to do 2 bins per kid. Or maybe go back through these and kind of reevaluate if I should keep 500 math papers that the kids did. Other things that we have on this wall is I have a mail slot too that we keep some of the bills and things that we need to pay or important mail that we might get. And then I have a cork board that I change out when we get new updated papers. But it has our schedules for the month on there or things that are important. And then I have another slot up there that has important papers for the kids. Well, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope it gave you a ton of motivation. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell if you haven't. And take care.